Hello, everyone, and welcome into Week 5 of the Raymond Monica Show. We are once again joined by our guest, Coach Monica. And, Coach, bit of a tough loss on the road at Gannon last week, another hard-fought game that came right down to the fourth quarter. What were your thoughts on that game?
Well, when we were having a pregame meal that morning, I thought the players had a lot of energy. And then to go to their place on homecoming, I thought the guys were ready to play, and it started from get-go. We took an early lead, and we were up, and then, they started chipping away. He had the lead and finally got ahead of us. But, the guys played extremely well. We held the ball for 33 minutes. They were 2 for 14 on third down, and then they went for it on fourth down 4 times, and we stopped them 3 times. I thought the defensive coaches did a great job game planning. Felt like we needed to put pressure on the quarterback, which we did. We did give up one long pass that hurt, but we just got to find ways to finish the game.
Right, so one thing we've brought up on this program a couple times is being efficient in the red zone. And last week you were 4 for 4 in the red zone. So how important was that in your game plan?
Well, we were 4 for 4, like you said. Andrew's been kicking the ball well too. He made 2 field goals down there in the red zone. But we got to wind up scoring touchdowns. Instead of settling for field goals. But we work on it each and every day, and we'll get better.
So a little earlier, you talked about bringing pressure. It seemed like every time Gannon went back to pass, there was some kind of pressure on the quarterback to get the ball out quickly. How important was that in the game?
Well, it was a huge factor. We brought some 5-man pressure. We brought some 6-man pressure, played some zone behind it. They wound up rushing for 25 yards, which is outstanding. So, I thought we had a really good game plan, and, they wound up finding some seams there late in the game.
So a common phrase around football I'm sure you've heard is that the game is won in the trenches, and one of your best players on the defensive line, Elro, will be joining us later on the show. What does he bring to that crucial position?
Well, Elro's always in the huddle. He's always practicing. Always got a great mindset to practice, always trying to be a leader, talking to the young guys on execution and different things that we're doing out there on the field. But, he's worked extremely hard to be where he's at today.
Awesome, Coach. Thank you so much for your time, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.
We are now joined by junior defensive lineman Elro Johannes. And Elro, you've kind of had an interesting journey to get here to Clarion football. What has that journey been like?
It's been a long journey. So if you guys didn't know, I wasn't born in the U.S. So I came when I was 14. Started playing football sophomore year. My parents didn't let me play football when I was a freshman in high school. And they thought I was going to get hurt. I'm a pretty big guy. I didn't think I was going to get hurt. And when I was in middle school, 8th grade, that's when I learned about football, some of the rules and stuff. So that's how I've been.
So this is your 3rd year in the Clarion football program.
Yeah.
So now you've built up some continuity with your program and your teammates. What has that continuity brought that's helped you on the field?
It helped me out a lot because having that chemistry with teammates and coaches helps a lot. Especially some of my teammates, and I know what they're gonna do next play. I know some of the stuff they do. If I do this, I'm gonna do this. If he does this, I'm gonna do this. So it helped a lot for me too. So I'll say that.
Right. Something that kind of compounds with the continuity and you being here for 3 years is now you've kind of stepped into more of a leadership role, and your teammates look at you as a leader. What extra responsibilities does that bring during practice and on game day too?
You just got to bring the juice now. I'm the older guy on the team, which is crazy. But I'm the older guy on the team. You got to bring the juice every day. Game days, you got to bring the juice. You got to bring that energy, and you got to show them to be a good person on the field and off the field. And football teaches you a lot about life, not just football, because life's not easy sometimes. So I say, yeah, that's all I would say.
Right, so you talked about practicing hard, and in our last segment with Coach Monica, he talked about how you are great at practice. You don't miss practice. You haven't missed a practice in 2 years. Would you say that that's built into your success you're having this year, seeing as how you already have your career high in sacks this season?
Yeah, it helped a lot, especially not missing practice. It helps me a lot because I'll get in shape quicker and stuff, and I'm coming up early during the summer workouts and stuff. That helped a lot. Having that chemistry with my teammates, that helps a lot too, so that's all I would say.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Wings Up Raymond Monica Show. Go, go, Neagles, and wings up.